Dear Irene, devoted spouse of our fallen hero, beloved children Jenny and Stavros, bereaved parents Anna and Stavros, family, friends, and his comrades in arms, Christos Anesti. Christ is risen. In the face of the overwhelming grief and of the sorrow of this moment, the Church speaks to us with the name of the man we are here to remember and honor today, for Anastasios, Tassos, means resurrection. We proclaim the fundamental truth of our faith with every mention of his name, a name that we will repeat for all the days to come and which will live on forever in our hearts. Anastasios Tsakos, or Tasso, as we all know him, was taken all too soon from his loving Irene, from his precious children, from his parents, and from his family and friends, and of course from his brothers and sisters in the police department of the city of New York, which he served with honor, with dedication, and service above and beyond the call of duty. Last week, in the midst of our Holy Week, when the Lord of the universe laid down his life for the sake of the world, Tasso gave up his life in the service of those he has sworn to protect and to serve. Like his brothers and sisters who don the blue to serve their fellow human beings, he was engaged in the service of others when, in a split second, that devotion to duty cost him his life. There is no justice on this earth that can bear him back to us. And so, we are gathered here today to bear him to his earthly rest. Officer Tsakos looks down today from heaven, looks down on all of you who have filled this church here. And in your tears, in your pain, in your righteous anger, and your bitter sorrow, Tasso is present. He is present in his beautiful children, for whom we all now bear the duty to tell them of their father. He is present in his beloved Irene, for whom we all now bear the responsibility to comfort and to support. He is present in his mother and father, who gave to Tasso a love of America, the land of his birth, and gave him a love of Greece, the land of his childhood. They brought up Tasso to be a true patrioti of Greece, which means a true fellow and fellow countryman. They brought up Tasso to be a true patriot who served his fellow citizens by choosing to wear the blue, to be a part of the bulwark and vanguard of those who safeguard our lives and freedoms. And he did it in the greatest police department in the world, the NYPD. And he was also the proudest expression of this He was also the proudest expression of his Greek American community. He was a son of St. Dimitrios High School in Astoria, who returned to Greece after college to serve in the Greek army, finishing his national service as a second lieutenant. And with the vision of enlisting in the aviation division, receiving his degree from Dowling College right here in Long Island, he joined the NYPD. Tasso's dedication to his family and to others was not a single facet of his life, but was a brilliant glow that suffused every aspect of his existence. There was always a helping hand and a helping heart. His willingness to put others first was a manifestation of his deepest character, one of love and sacrifice. His death, so wrong and so unjust, and for all, a grievous bitterness. His death shows the depth of sacrifice that our police and public servants, our firemen and EMTSs put on the line every day. They leave their homes and the security of their families to ensure that our homes are safe and that we sleep secure. The presence of so many police here today, from all over New York and beyond, is a conscious reminder of how deep their commitment is to service and how much the sacrifice of their brother in arms, who was always the first to arrive and the last to leave, means to them and should mean to all of us. For Tasso was taken all too soon from the loves of his life. His sacrifice is a cross to bear, but one that will lead to resurrection and one day reunion. Like his name, Anastasios, means resurrection. His liveliness, his ingenuity, and his love of craft are painful reminders in this present moment. I pray that over time which is the great healer of loss, the little things that you treasure above all others, Irene, Agapiti Irene, the time will give you some peace and memories of love and fondness. For those who have come from far and wide to be here to pray with us today, I will not say that you do honor Tasso so much as his sacrifice honors you. Your profession and your service to our community is sanctified by Tasso's devotion to duty, which did not shrink from giving the last full measure. You are all heroes of our communities, who offer your lives every day for all of our lives. I earnestly pray that God will keep you all safe and sound, as you continue your honorable service to us all. I cannot explain why the life of Officer Anastasios Tsakos was required in this moment, but I do know that neither his life nor his death was in vain. We are better people because he was the best of us. I want to recognize especially the members of St. Paul's Society, of our NYPD, Fraternal Organization of Orthodox Christian Officers. I know that you will be a constant support to Irene to his wife, and to his children, Jenny and little Stavro. It is the loving embrace of all of you which I pray will allow Irini and the family to carry on Tasso's name and legacy. And I want to recognize the munificence of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, which was established in memory of firefighter Stefan Siller, who laid down his life to save others on 9/11. The foundation is securing the home of Tasso's family. Between that tunnel and those towers, the St. Nicholas Church is rising again, a resurrection that Tasso's name invokes, and for which he now prays with us in heaven. He was, like so many before him, and like those who come after him, fidelis ad mortem, pistos achri thanatu, which means faithful unto death. Officer Tasso Tsakos was this and more, much more than this. We honor his life, and we recognize in his death the faithfulness of a heart that was filled with love for all. Although we desire with all our hearts to have him with us, we can know that we now have a guardian angel to look over us, Tasso. Tasso was faithful unto his end of watch, and now he watches over us, over his beloved Irini, his wife, his precious Jenny and Stavros, the children, and over all his sisters and brothers in blue. May our loving and merciful God grant you all peace, comfort, and the consolation that comes from our hope of the resurrection and from the knowledge of life everlasting. And may he grant to the soul of his faithful servant Anastasios, Tasso, eternal rest in the bosom of Abraham, repose in the tabernacles of the righteous, and a place in his heavenly mansions. May his memory be eternal. Αιωνία του ημίν.